The concept of inheritance can be seen in your day-to-day life. For example, you are inheriting a bunch of money, assets from your forefathers, but it's your choice whether you want to take those money and property to the next level, or you just want to use it as it is. The choice is yours, but you have that right to just inherit it from your father. And the same thing is with the coding. But in programming sense, the inheritance actually allows a new class to inherit all of its methods and attributes from the pre-existing class. It actually allows the code reusability. So inheritance is a very important concept in object-oriented programming in Python. So let me just give you a very simple example of inheritance. For example, I have a class student and there is a constructor in it, and I just want to pass two parameters, name, ID, and then I say self dot name equals self dot ID equals ID. This is a very simple constructor. Okay, then I have to say a function like which gives me the information in a structured way. So I will say student information info. Okay, and I have to pass the self parameter. Then I will say print. I will have to say self dot name. Okay, and print the ID is self dot ID. So this is a very simple class, and I just want to make another class and inherit this class into that class. So I will make another class for CS student, computer science student. Okay, and in order to inherit a pre-existing class, you will have to just pass it in an argument like structure, like you have to put that class name over here. So this is the name of that class that I want to inherit over here. Okay, simple. And then I just say pause. I'm not writing anything. It is just like a dolly sholy baby, and he don't want to do any work and just inherit his money from his forefather. Okay, that's it. I just want to create the object of this CS student class. So I will say student equal CS student and pass two parameters, name and ID, because it is inheriting the constructor from the forefather, like that is the student. Okay, so I will say Ali, and ID is, for example, 789. Okay, so the object is created. Now I just want to say student dot student info. Okay, I just want to call the function of this function. Okay, this function. And when I print this, now it is saying the name is Ali and the ID is 789. There is nothing in this class, but it is inheriting all of the things from this structure, okay, from the pre-existing class. Now, there is a thing. Most of people are saying that how we can use the how we can use the attributes and methods from the base class and make changes in that classes. Okay, so I will do that for you. For example, if you want to make changes in this constructor and changes in this function as well, you will have to write constructor in it. Okay, and then here you can see that this is saying super init name in ID. Okay, what is super? Super is actually a function that is used when you want to make changes in the base class function, any function or attribute. So you will just have to say super brackets dot, and you will have to write the function name. Okay, so actually I just want to add another parameter like program. Okay, program, and another parameter like hours, credit hours. Okay, these are the two parameters. Now the two parameters name and ID will be given to this this structure, and it will call it over here, and it will give it name and id. Okay, so name and id is finished. Now the program in hours is remaining. So what we will do, we will just have to create it for two variables. Self dot program is equal to program, and self dot hours is equal to hours. Okay, now so our four of the variables are now stored when we pass it something. Okay, so just look at this. This function is now printing the two, only the two variables, the name and the id, but we have just created four, so we just want to create the four variables. We will have to make changes in this in this function in order and include the two parameters more. So it will become like def student info, and now it is just calling this function student info, and it will print this too. And after that we just want to print the program. Now we have changed this function and the constructor for the new derived class. Okay, and this is the function. Now if we just pass four parameters, okay, we will just have to pass now four parameters because our constructor is now taking four parameters. Okay, so for the program I will say computer science, and for the hours I will say 89. Simple. Okay, we have just inherited all of the stuff from this base class, and it is now included in the derived class, just like this. The name is Ali, the id is 789, the program is computer science, and the current hours are 89. Okay, so now you can see that our base class is just containing the name and the id, but our output is just containing computer science and 89. Why? Because this is the power of the inheritance. Now let me just give you the different types of inheritances. So there is a single inheritance. So single inheritance is just like when one child class is inherited from a single base class. Okay, so this is simple inheritance. Then we have the multiple inheritance, when many child classes is derived from one single base class, so that is called the multiple inheritance. Okay, then we have the hierarchical inheritance. The hierarchical inheritance is actually the inverse of the multiple inheritance. So in hierarchical inheritance, actually one child class is inherited from multiple base class. So that is actually hierarchical inheritance. Then we have multiple inheritance. In multiple inheritance, a child class is inherited from his base class, but that base class is actually inherited from another base class. So it is just like forming levels and levels. So it is called multi-level inheritance. Then we have the hybrid inheritance. In hybrid inheritance, when we have different types of inheritance combined in one program. For example, you have the multiple inheritance and the hierarchical inheritance, and both of them are combined in even a single program. So that's called the hybrid inheritance. So this was a simple introduction about the inheritance and different types of inheritance. I hope you enjoyed the video very well. If you like the video, please subscribe to my channel and hit the like button in order to be notified for every new video. Thank you and have a nice day.